You have an idea. You want to tell it to the world, but you don't know where to start. That's where Anchor comes in. They have the tools for you to edit, produce, and record your idea right from your phone or computer. It's the easiest way to reach and grow your audience. They publish for you to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major platforms. And to top it all off, they match you with advertisers so you can earn from your passion and your wonderful idea. So tell me, what are you waiting for? Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started and follow your dream. Welcome to Disruptive Adventism. My name is Jose Briones, and I'll be your host for this podcast. This podcast is about discussing the polemical statements and practices that are part of the Adventist fabric, which in turn shape this belief system to be unique and relevant for today's society. Today's conversation on the eve of the midterm elections will focus on voting. We hope you enjoy it, and with nothing else to say, let us begin. It's a very important day. It's November the 5th, and we're releasing this podcast about voting. Tomorrow are the midterms, and I think it's very important that we talk about this, so welcome back again, everyone, to Disruptive Adventism. Today we have Philip Duclos with us. How's it going, Philip?
It's going good. Thank you for having me today.
It's our pleasure to have you here and to discuss this very important topic. So we're going to be talking about voting, and why is it important that tomorrow we get out there to vote and to speak our conscience, to, I guess, put our conscience in a ballot. So, Philip, before we start, tell me a little bit more about yourself. What's your field? Where you're from? What are you doing with life right now?
Yeah, Jose, I'm working right now in St. Joseph, Michigan as a public defender. So basically what that means is I'm a licensed attorney and I work for the county. I'm paid by the county. And I take people's cases who have been accused of crimes. So if you get arrested, or if you get a traffic ticket, or if you, well, I guess those are the primary ways that you would be accused of a crime, then I'm your guy. Mm-hmm. Basically, as long as you ask for a lawyer, the state is obligated to provide you with a lawyer as long as you are threatened with any time in jail. Mm-hmm. So whether the crime you're accused of has a maximum sentence of 93 days in jail or life in prison, then I can represent you as long as you make under a certain amount of money, then I'm eligible to be your lawyer. And I represent people all the way from the arraignment, which is where the proceeding in which the judge tells you what you're charged with and sets a bond for you, all the way through the conviction, and even in some post-sentence matters. I can do that too.
Okay. Cool. That seems to be a very important job, and I mean, it's a life, and I wouldn't say death, but it's like outcast situations.
Yeah, fortunately, Michigan does not have the death penalty. We haven't had the death penalty since the mid-1800s. But you can spend life in prison, and sometimes people get wrongfully convicted. So it's a very important thing. And then we're also entrusted with people's dignity. So maintaining their dignity through the court process and ensuring that the prosecutors and the police and the judges and the juries that those people go in front of maintain their dignity. And sometimes, unfortunately, that doesn't happen, but it's a very important matter. I think it's a very honorable job, the thing that you do, because representing people's cases is very important. Now, as we or some people may not be aware of, can you explain to us a little bit of how does it work? How does not only the legal system, but what does voting